Hi, I'm Jeremy.
I'm Josh.
Hey, I'm Hayley.
I'm Zach, and we are Paramore.
This record is a complete departure from All We Know Is Falling. We grew so, we've matured so much as people and as a band. Like, together, I feel like we're a lot tighter than we used to be. And, gosh, I mean, it's weird being on the road for 2 years, touring on one record, and then coming home and being there for, like, months at a time, because you have to adjust back to living in a normal setting. So, I mean, I don't know. I can't say specifically what every single thing that I've learned, but I just feel like I've grown from all of it, and I know the guys feel that way.
I mean, we miss them a lot, but I think we feel like us four as a unit work a lot better together. I guess we all feel like we're on the same page, and it's so I think it was the right thing.
Just the community, like being surrounded by music 24/7 is it's a blessing, dude. It's so much fun.
The first year, it was totally about winning over, everybody. Just writing flyers, telling them to come check us out on the sheer girl stage, the small stage on the tour. and I think we earned a lot of respect on the first Warped Tour, because it was the smallest stage, and we were a no-name band, and then the second year the crowds got a lot bigger, and I think we progressed a lot. And then this year, now that we're on main stage, I hope the crowds will be even better. Hayley's dad came out with us for the first year or so.
He kind of tour managed and...
Yeah, he was like sort of he was the dad.
Yeah.
Because like Zach was like 14, Hayley was like 15, and so it was like, I mean, I guess it was smart to have someone out there that actually could look over them.
Yeah.
I feel like it really helped my relationship with my dad and my mom, because my mom would come out every once in a while too, and it just seemed like, like when you're a teenager, you're like, especially living back at home, going to school, like you see your parents less than when you're like, then for us, like normal kids saw their parents less than we did being in like a touring band, so I think it's definitely better now, because I feel closer to my family having to be away from them, and not living right underneath them and on top of them all the time.
And like it was I think it was a good experience. Like her dad coming out, like every once in a while we really miss having him out, just because we all got pretty close, just hanging out and stopping at Texas roadhouses whenever we could. Yeah, saved up some money.
It was cool. It wasn't like he was just being a dad too. It was really...
He helped us out a ton.
He helped us out so much. He pretty much did all the driving, and I don't know. It was a different experience, different than what you would think, but it was awesome.
I mean, he's not like, he doesn't play that many instruments. Like he played trumpet in the high school band, but I mean, he loves what we do, and he made friends with a lot of the bands that we toured with, and because of that, he supports some of the bands that we're friends with and that we tour with. We laugh it off a lot.
Sometimes it very rarely does it like really upset us, and we'll just like start to vent to each other. But I mean, we expected it coming into this, because first of all, the lead singer always gets pulled up front, and then the fact that Hayley's a girl, it's like it makes it 10 times
So weird.
Yeah, 10 times more.
Dude, and you know what else? Go ahead. Sorry.
But like Hayley is probably the best like lead singer to have, because she's so humble, and she wants to include the band in everything, and she's not like, oh, it is all about me, you know, like she's totally cool about everything, and you know, like
my face. That's my attitude.
Gosh, the best part is I don't have to listen to chicks like just I don't know, be chicks. Sometimes girls can be annoying. I only have like one really like true girlfriend, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in a band with all girls. That would probably be really be really frustrating. But the like seriously, I just love being with these guys all the time. They're my best friends, and I don't know. Love you guys. Sometimes you want to have like your own space or just feel like not gross. I don't know. It's not so much about being the only girl. It's more about like the lifestyle. Sometimes you just have to get over not having a shower for like a week or whatever. And sometimes you have to get over the fact that you're not going to feel clean and feel gorgeous all the time, you know? Because you know, every girl wants to feel pretty or whatever, but sometimes it just ain't happening on the road.
yeah, she does. It's guys are always like, Hayley, oh my god.
Wait, one dude we were in a meet and greet was trying to kiss on you guys once, remember?
Oh yeah,
No,
that was not me. He was
I got
not
away
about
from
me.
that one.
Yeah.
He kept pulling up his shirt and was like, sign my chest. I was like,
Like,
crazy.
he took pictures with her, and he put his arm around us, and then right when he was about to take a picture, he like kissed her head. And I was and, like,
And
put his
then
lip, I was
I've
like,
never had
Zach,
that.
like,
Zach
what
the
you
whole
doing?
time
I'm
was
not
so
doing that
scared. He
stuff.
was hiding behind me, and every time the kid would come around, he'd like just start like being on the opposite side of the room. It was
Dude,
so
I
funny.
planned it.
They don't want to get kissed.
People were like, can you sign this? I was like, come over here with me. I'm trying to get away from that kid.
I would say, like, I mean, generally to anybody, I would say like know why you want to do it, but specifically to a girl, like know what you're getting into. You know, like if you sign up for this lifestyle, like don't be frustrated when you get to it, because so many times, like if I am feeling like frustrated or down, like, man, I just want to wear a dress right now or something like that, I remind myself that like so many people would love to be in the situation that I'm in. I mean, not only as a girl, because you've got dudes around you all the time. I know a lot of girls probably like these guys a lot in a different way than I do. But I mean, on top of it, like I get to make music every day with my best friends, and it's just like, it's amazing. Everything about the label is just family, you know. I feel like we're not so in the mix with like the Fall Out Boy, the Panic thing, and some of the bands that are sort of like doing the Decadence stuff. And I think it's good for us because we don't really get, because sometimes a lot of those bands just get looped into one thing, and it's like there's like a bubble. And I'm glad I'm glad we sort of have a little bit of independence from that, but at the same time we're part of the family, and it's so much fun. I think we're in a really great place.
Was that a conscious decision?
I mean, no, it kind of just happened because we got signed like literally right before the whole Panic thing, and right as Fall Out Boy was sort of blowing up. So, you know, we've done one tour with Fall Out Boy, and back then we were just playing acoustic. So I think it has been a good thing though. There's times when we feel like, you know, everyone around us is like twice our age, and do we really have say, and is it like, I don't know, it can be a little overwhelming. But as far like musically especially, I feel like we have a huge advantage because we you know, we're the same age as a lot of our fans, and it's cool because we make such a great connection with them that way. Like we're actually friends with a lot of our fans, and I don't know what it would be like if we weren't the same age, and I don't think we could have that connection.
Personal experiences.
Yeah, like just life, and you know, it's not like, 'cause even though I write like a lot of the lyrics, like it's not just my life that I write about. Sometimes it's something that one of the guys will be going through, or one of our friends back home. Gosh, and musically, he likes to. Josh likes to listen to music that he loves, and then think about like how like. I don't know. He's told me that he thinks about being on stage and like what all those kids in the crowd are gonna want to hear, and that inspires him musically. And I think that's awesome because it really gives me a great like canvas to sort of like build off of.
This one guy jumped out of his car while he was in traffic and ran over and was like, Hayley, and he started running towards Hayley, and then he saw a group of 8 guys behind her, and was stopped and was like, hey, and then he gave me a hug.
Yeah, he turned to you.
And then we kept on walking. We're like, all right, dude, well, we're gonna walk to the mall, and he followed us all the way in there. He was talking to us about one of us is eating an apple. He's like, you like apples? And one of them, yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, me too. And we were just
his most awkward.
We didn't really know what to do because he was just following us, and I guess he was just trying to hang out, but
he was saying some weird stuff like, don't worry, I don't have a police record. We're like,
yeah, right.
Trust it.
Dude, and you know what the weirdest part was when we were leaving? Right before we told him, we had to make up a story. We were like, well, we got a phone meeting, we have a conference call, so we gotta go. And I feel really rude about that, but at the same time, I was so glad, I don't know,
he was scared.
Yeah, and then he was like, so who are you guys again?
Yeah.
Sorry, pretend we didn't know who we were.
Wait,
he was yelling our names.
Yeah. You guys
the car was moving when he jumped out of it. It was funny because it was sort of in traffic, but it was still rolling, and he hopped out the back. And then he was like, oh yeah, that was my friends. They're going, so I don't
I'm gonna hang out with you guys. So I don't know where they went.
Yeah, we're
all right.
Okay.
It was pretty nice. Lately, more so than ever. I mean, there's so much promotion around the record, and I mean, it's huge to have all the things that we've got going on around Riot, and I feel like we've got just more visibility than ever, and so kids are seeing that, and then we'll be walking around New York City, and kids will come up to us, and it's weird because there's so many people here. How do you get recognized in the middle of New York City, dude, or in the middle England? We were in London, England, just walking around. And, I don't know. It's a huge blessing, and we feel really grateful to have people know who we are because of our music, and it's awesome.
Kids over there, and I think it's because we live here and they don't get to see us often. So when we do, it's super mode. They're like, oh my gosh! Some kids just scream out loud. We'll sign something, but what, can you sign this? And we'll sign it, and they'll walk 10 feet away, and we'll just let out this or whatever. And it's ugh.
Dude, that does not even.
But
that girl screamed in my face that one time.
That was funny.
Yeah, they just and then one time over there, this fan ran up to us and was like, "You're real," and he started crying. It's yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
We're fake people.
I don't know. Yeah, they just seem a little.
It's more fanatic. It just feels. I don't know.
It's a different. Yeah, I don't know. It's different.
It's
sort
strange,
of
man.
scene there. But
We
great.
love them though.
Rascal Flats.
Dude, those are good melodies.
They
no
are.
one can deny it.
I think I'm going to say this and regret it, but I think I like the new Linkin Park CD. And it sucks because I've never I used to like Linkin Park back in my Creed days. And
back in my Creed days.
This song shit stuck in my head, and I don't mind it.
That's awesome.
It's kind of bad.
That's good.
What you got?
Mine is just a song.
What song?
It's Lady Marmalade. The one that Christina Aguilera and Pink and
All those girls.
Maya, all them did.
Good song.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's a
good.
good
Dude.
day.
You know, I was down with that when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I don't feel too bad about it, but when I was young, I was a huge NSYNC fan. Like, you can't even imagine, okay? Like, my whole room, I wanted to be one of those kids that, like, had a picture of their room taken and it's, like, plastered, you know, of NSYNC faces. So that's what my room looked like. And, I mean, every once in a while, I still bump it. I still bump the self-titled first record.
Oh, Dave Grohl.
Jimmy Eat World or the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, dude.
I'd die.
Bono.
Yeah, you too, probably. I don't know. I'd probably have to keep my cool around you too. I'd be like,
You're so hard.
hey.
Oh, I'd die, dude.
Oh, yeah. The Cure. I like The Cure a lot. Robert Smith. He's one of those people that I'd be like, you're weird.
I said hey to Slash the other day.
Oh.
That was pretty weird.
Yeah.
I mean, he totally was just like walking out with his family and stuff with a bunch of security guards. I was like, hey, what's up?
Did he say anything to you?
Yeah, he looked at me and was like, what's up? And I totally felt like a little weird kid, like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was Slash. I had to say, hey.
Yeah, if you didn't, that'd be
She's like, brother.
Yeah.
Well, okay, actually, it's pretty funny because I never get a chance to do it. Like, on the road, we used to do it, like, the guys would dye it, and, you know, it would be a different shade of red every time because I would just get it out of a box, and you never know what you're going to get. But I have a friend who works at this place called the Pink Mullet Salon in Nashville, and so I go to him, and it's, like, he's amazing, but, I haven't done my hair in like 3 months, and so it's basically blonde looking now, and everyone thinks I've dyed my hair blonde. I'm like, no. And I guess Monday they're gonna air something on MTV that we've already taped, so my hair is this color, and then Tuesday we go in for TRL like live. My hair's gonna be bright red. So it's not even gonna look like the same girl.
Our hair's getting too crazy for any of us to start doing.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Do you do your own makeup?
Yeah.
Your eyeshadow looks really cool.
Oh, thanks. I mean, sometimes I spend a lot of time on it, sometimes I don't, but this morning I tried pretty hard. So thanks a lot for noticing.